position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Hoosiers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yes.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the...
Oh, he just held handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's long. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the field.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Handoff to the lone back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Back's going for the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Abear. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lamb. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Law. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Mills. Quick step and go. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Law. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Handoff to the single back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to run for it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And off from the shotgun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Hoosiers are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Quick strike complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Turning it on! Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's long. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The run to the right. Shakes off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's long. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give from the gun. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on...
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Hebert. Caught over the middle. It's Bland. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Now they'll run the draw. He breaks a tackle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Back's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will give him the lead.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Just feeds the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this, man. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them...
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Rush is on him. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll run the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The inside handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a man. It's Hebert. Back open in the middle. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab. It's Mills. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls it in. It's long. Turning it on. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Sexton. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold open.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Mills. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Dropping back, it's Hebert. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Now this offense is back on the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's long. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nice move there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They send the tight end in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Husker! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hebert. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's long. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
With the catch, it's Sexton. Breaks into the open. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
A huge point after this for the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Makes the catch. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He got it. Big celebration, understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.